the basic title is the United Independent Compensatory Code System Concept. That's the basic title of the books, and the basic title of the concepts itself, that people can use as individual persons to basically solve problems, and is directly associated with the problems of the non-white people who are subject to the system of white supremacy. There is a subtitle for the book, Textbook, Workbook for Thought, Speech, and/or Action for Victims of Racism. And that would be anyone who is classified as non-white who perceives him or herself to be a victim of racism. Then the book is written for this person in solving the problems that are associated with being a victim of racism. Now, sometimes people might have problems with the word victim. The word victim keeps coming up recently, and people have this term now is almost like something that a person shouldn't ever say, that they're a victim of anything. And there's a new term, I think it's a new term, called victimology that has come up recently in the last few years, where people are now saying that no one should invest in victimology. No one should go around saying that he or she is a victim. Don't look upon yourself as being a victim, because that's something that's a put down. That's a self put down. That's something that no one should ever perceive themselves as being under any circumstance, regardless of what the circumstances are. Don't look upon yourself as being a victim. That's a hangdog expression. That's a despair expression. That's an expression of not wanting to solve problems, just giving up, just giving over to your circumstances, whatever it is, like a leaf blowing in the wind. That's the latest view that has come out in the last, I'll say, 10 years. This thing about victimology. Don't invest in it. But the question is raised, are there some people on this planet, do they exist, people who are really victims of things that are done that shouldn't be done by other people? Is that true or false? And so I retain that in the title of the book, Victims of Racism, because I say that you have racism, and if you have racism, you must have victims of racism. Otherwise, racism could not exist without victims.